Today's theme was about TV series and movies. Here's something by one of my favorite characters, Malcolm X, from the movie Malcolm X, played by Denzel Washington. He says, "The journey on the way to success cannot be achieved without determination or consistency." Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Cavaliers. When I went through the icebreaker section in the Gavel Club manual, I realized that I was supposed to speak about me. And I was wondering, how does one speak about himself for 6 minutes when he's just 15? That's when I realized, why don't I speak about something that's helped me along the way? Something that's improved my life. Something like determination. I'm just an average kid. I'm 15 years old. I come from a family of 5. I love to sail. I'm involved in all sorts of clubs and societies at my school, Royal College. Too many, according to my parents. And organizing all sorts of community projects at our school. So when I was in primary school, I wasn't this kid who had lots of ambitions or who aspired to become someone great someday. So at school, when all of the kids wanted to be doctors, lawyers, automobile engineers, a career I could barely pronounce, and the kid who was saying it wasn't doing the best job at it either, I, on the other hand, didn't have too many big dreams. I just wanted my goldfish to be the biggest in the world someday. And I really thought it would, because it ate cockroaches. Okay, let's leave that for another day. So I was this jolly, goofy kid who didn't want to become someone someday till this particular day. One day when I was in grade 3, I was picked up to deliver a speech for our annual grade 3 grand concert. Now this was the first time I'd ever got picked up for anything this big. So I was determined to prove myself. I worked hard, stayed up day and night till I knew my speech inside out. Then came the day of the rehearsals. I stepped up on stage, ready to deliver my speech. I opened my mouth to say something, all confident. And nothing. I opened my mouth again. Still nothing. I opened my mouth the third time, and this time I managed to say a perfect. I rushed off stage, tears streaming down my face, me subsequently feeling ashamed and frustrated. All the kids started laughing, and I really felt embarrassed. I rushed back home that day, and I told my mom what happened at school that day. She hugged me and said, "Omar, don't worry. You still have a week left for your big concert. And you can still pull off an amazing speech, but only if you work hard and stay determined." Those words motivated me. And this time I was determined to prove myself. I wanted everyone to be left awed when I delivered my speech. So this time I practiced harder. I stayed up longer nights till I had my speech pitch perfect. On the next week, when I delivered my speech at the concert, my speech was absolutely perfect. Hands up if you've ever been determined in your life. Determined to get that something you really wanted. Determined to do something that you've always wanted to do someday. Determined to prove yourself right. Or maybe even determined to ace your exams which are coming right round the corner. Because if you don't, you know your parents are going to, let's leave it right there. Yes, most of us here have been determined at some point in our lives. All of us here are determiners. standing in front of you today, I'm determined to deliver a great icebreaker. At home, I'm determined to be a good son and a responsible elder brother to my two younger terrors. Elsewhere, I'm determined to make it to the Sri Lanka national sailing team someday. I'm determined to organize projects that help other people. I'm determined to ace my exams and my O-levels, which are actually coming right down the corner. And I'm determined to be the best version of myself. Ladies and gentlemen, so the next time you really want that something, you really want to do something that you've always wanted to do, you want to prove yourself one day, or if you want to ace those exams which are coming right down the corner, because if you don't, you know that your parents are going to work hard, stay consistent, and be determined.